Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin, welcome back to Commonwealth. Flipper, I gotta tone it down a little bit because I've been accused of being a reseller hype machine and telling people how wonderful reselling is and how much money's in it and how it's so easy and all that stuff, which is not really what we do on here, but we try to be positive. But I'm gonna look at the negative side of all these sales today. And it's a little tongue-in-cheek, of course. But listen, reselling isn't easy. There's always issues. There's a lot of things that when people who aren't resellers watch reselling on YouTube or other social media platforms, they just get this idea of the grandiose, the money, the cool stuff, quitting their job and all that stuff. And so I want to look at some items because this really lines up. What's sold today really lines up with some of the things I'm talking about. But don't get me wrong, I absolutely love reselling. And I'm going to do it as long as I possibly can. But we got a bunch of sales. Let's go take a look. And listen, I can kind of get it. Somebody make that comment, you know, maybe they tried to do this and they got burned by something. And you can get burned for sure. Now, here is an example. Maybe if I can find it here. These rescuer ornaments. Now, we paid $2 a piece for these, and we only sold a couple at full price, like $24, $25, something like that. And then they got a little oversaturated because they're a retail arbitrage item from the Disney store that's a rescuer's ornament inside there. And sometimes you can get stuck with stuff, and stuck with stuff that doesn't sell, and you can't make your money back. So a lot of people would say, don't buy this. It's not going to be worth your time. Although, we're still making money at $14, not even including shipping on that one. You know what? It's probably a good idea not to resell. I mean, sometimes, especially when you sell items like this. This is a scanner. I paid $10 for it. And scanners are the most often refunded item. You know, one of actually for me, and that's actually true. I do get a return every once in a while on a scanner, so it is probably not worth your time to buy it for $10. Sell it for $89.95 plus shipping. And then there's those items that you buy and they just sit around forever, you know, maybe 10 months just sitting there. And even when you sell it, you're not making much money. I mean, do you really want to have boxes of glass that people think are worth money sitting around your shed for a year before you sell a couple of them and only make $15 plus shipping? Well, listen, no matter how much they tell you that it is a great, fun hobby that you can make some extra money at, you know, don't fall for it, because you'll end up with stuff that's hanging in a closet for 20 months that you paid $40 for, and you're storing it for free, and all you get out of it is a $240 sale and some broken glasses plus shipping. I mean, some of these guys even tell you to go out and buy dirty old hats and stuff like that that really just doesn't sell. I mean, yeah, every once in a while you'll come across a dirty old hat like this Lake Elsinore storm hat right here, new era, not even in good condition, and it's got the Mighty Ducks colors on that one. And so yes, every once in a while you can come across a winner, but look at all those back there that haven't sold. $54 plus shipping. These hype beasts get you so excited to go out there and hunt around for stuff, and you find a great comp for something and you bring it home and it just sits there forever and you end up selling it, but not near as much as the comp said. Then you got to dig through a bin for 5 minutes to find it because it's in the kids bin instead of the adult bin right there. And like these human-made shoes, whatever the heck that is, Pharrell Williams, $49 plus shipping. You end up thinking because they can sell this stuff that you can somehow sell this stuff, but the reality is you can't sell it. So even if you bought it super cheap, you end up having to put it on 30% off and get way less than you thought, even though that way less is $139.30, even though it was a $1 buy plus shipping. All right, look, one thing I was told as a teacher many, many moons ago was you can't use sarcasm in the classroom. You know, it turns off your students. And I thought, oh my goodness, I definitely don't want to turn off my audience here. So actually told the person who told me that, then I probably need to find another profession because I love sarcasm. I love how it works in the classroom. Seems to be effective, maybe not with every kid, but I can deal with them in a different way. But I can't do sarcasm in this whole video. I do want to make a couple real points here. Everything I said about all those items is actually true. And I try not to be a hype beast. And that's why I say things when I'm doing these videos. I hope it comes across. I do love reselling though. So You know, maybe I am guilty of it. I think it's awesome. I think it's amazing. But in some ways, there is some truth to a lot of that stuff out there. Like, for instance, this is an awesome hat buy. For every hat buy I have, you know, I had the only one listed on eBay. I got really lucky. All the other Lake Elsinore Storm hats, they do sell, but they don't sell for this much. And it was one little collaboration here that actually helped this one sell because of the colors on that one. And yes, this is true. Electronics, scanners in particular, have a high return rate, and there's good reason for it, but I don't want to get into it right now. And yeah, you might grab something for $1 and think you have something huge, and you might have to put it on discount to get rid of it. But you know what? Look at the upside. I've actually sold this twice. One time I sold this, and it came back to me, and the guy's like, hey, it just doesn't quite fit right, and I had to eat that cost. So even though I paid a really cheap price for this awesome jacket, I mean, it wasn't that cheap. I probably paid 25 or 40, I can't remember. And this was with Eric OBX and with Chernock down in... Well, actually, Chernock wasn't there. We called him on the phone. And I sold another jacket, recouped the cost on this one, and then had to eat more cost on a return. However, you wait long enough and you have a good item that nobody else has, you're going to get the money out of it. $240 plus shipping. I'm still making, with all those costs, $150 on that jacket. And yeah, you can get into trouble with retail arbitrage. You just got to get it where even if you get in trouble, you're still making a little bit of money. And so $2 into 14 free ship, you're still making a little bit of money on a multi-quantity item. Yeah, this kind of stuff. I used to buy and sell coffee mugs all the time. These coffee mugs just sit here. There's a lot of stuff. You make mistakes, you do stuff, and you got to change over time. So it is true. Sometimes you do have to sit on an item for over 2 years to sell it for less than you thought. All that stuff is real. So if I'm, you know, hype beasting this stuff up, I apologize. I don't want to lead anybody astray, but I try to cover this stuff. There are pitfalls. I mean, look at all this stuff that hasn't sold. I'll be so excited about all this 20, I don't know how many things sold today, but there's a lot that doesn't sell every day. And on this show, I try to make that obvious and I try to make it apparent. And all you folks who have been reselling for a long time, you understand this. I think the problem lies with a lot of new folks who see bits and pieces and then jump in and don't quite have the whole picture. I mean, look at this bin, you know, next year at this time, I'll be pulling something out of here and I'll be saying, this thing's been here for 2 years, I'm glad it sold. But there's a lot of stuff that doesn't, which is really cool. Like this right here. This is actually a Mercari sale, cross-listing, shout out list perfectly, code Commonwealth, 15% off. And this is a Pro Titanium cover. It's not a bad little sale, $20 plus shipping. But there is so much good about this that I love to kind of share it all. I finally remembered where I put these on the first try. But there's challenges, and I'd love it if some of you would put some of those challenges below. I think I sold 2 of these. I'm not positive. You know what? I'm not sure I did or not. These ELF. I don't know what the heck they are. I always do this. Matte lipstick, $16.95 plus shipping. Multi-quantity. And I'm glad I didn't close the door because I did sell 2 of them, but not to the same person, 2 different sales. These have been good sellers. That turned out to be a good buy. And multi-quantity, I love them, but you do have to be careful because if you get a multi-quantity of something that doesn't sell as quick as you think or isn't making you as much money, it's not always a winner. I'm headed back to grab something off a rack. It only sold for $14, free shipping, but it was a multi-quantity and it was free. I mean, look at all this stuff. I mean, I talk about this stuff right here. You got to know what you're getting into. I bought tons of this stuff. We had tons of this, and it filled this whole thing up. And it took forever. It took 4 years to sell, well, almost 4 years, to sell down to this, right? So you are going to be storing stuff. There's no doubt about it. Philadelphia Eagles shirt with tags, $14. Free shipping, but buy cost was $0. And it's the first viewer sale of the day. So Michelle, thank you. Hi, I'm a viewer. Saw you had an Eagles jersey hanging up in your shed, and then I found this cool tee in your store. Michelle, thank you. I appreciate it. That is Closet Crashers. I assume you're an Eagles fan. I hope you enjoy the shirt. And sometimes, even if you've been reselling for over 20 years like I have, you buy things that you know you shouldn't buy when you buy them, but you still buy them. And sometimes it's because they're so cheap, and that's what happened here. I saw these at a sale, and everything was so cheap. I'm like, holy moly, I can get this for $1. Sell-through rate's terrible. It doesn't even sell for 15 bucks plus shipping, and I still bought it. I guess I bought it because it was in this cool little package. Churchill, made in England. I can't even get it. Classic Blue Willow 3-piece dinner set. Cup and saucer dinner plate. And it only sold for $12.95 plus shipping, and it took a long time to sell it, and I still have another one. But hey, we're making $10. And that wasn't a good buy, but you know what? I'm not going to sit here and blame somebody who told me reselling was great because I did something that I shouldn't have done. And I love this kind of stuff. Right here, look at these, y'all. I've seen me sell these forever. Sold another set. $52, free shipping. Woodwick wax melts spiced berry, which is a type they don't make anymore, so it turned out to be pretty darn good. But you know what? Maybe they start making them again, and then you're in big trouble because they sell for a lot less at Walmart. And so sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes it rains. Tell me what movie that's from, that quote, and I'll give you this right here. 1 free month of my reseller Genie. There's that QR code in the back. We'll ship it off to you. Code Commonwealth if you're interested. 15% off. Tax season. Hopefully y'all got that stuff done and you've started the new year right. This is not the one I wanted. I'm looking for battle armor He-Man. I'm gonna have to go to the back and grab it. Can't get him to stand up. There we go. This is my little Motu bin. And I'm not going to put this one on my chart, if you've been around long enough to see my chart, because it didn't come from that Motu sale that we were keeping track of. It came from a Motu sale that I lost the footage for, unfortunately. It would have been an amazing video. I just could not believe all the Motu we were finding with modern toys. I don't see him in here either. Where are you, Armor He-Man? There he is, right there. That one sold for $16 plus shipping. Public service announcement, by the way. Q2 is upon us. Your new coupon, if you have an eBay store of the second level and above, you can get your free shipping supplies. Q2 also means we have a new Enema Man sticker coming out. I don't know if it'll be available by the time you see this video, but you can check at CommonwealthPicker.com. Sold this little Mopar shirt right here. You had a couple issues on it. Still got $10.99 for it, plus shipping. You may have seen the Commonwealth Picker video where we got this one. Actually, Rod got it and then made me buy it. I wasn't going to buy it. She wanted $15. I can't even do this here. She wanted $15 for this one, and I wasn't going to pay $15 for this one. I did pay $15 for the Hamburglar. And you know, sometimes when you're out there and people hate on you for negotiating, but there's really a reason why. I wouldn't have paid $15 for this, and I didn't really want to pay $10. I think it sold for $22 plus ship, or $21 plus shipping. So, you know, $15, you're not going to buy that. $10 is really not something I'd want to buy, but it was funny. And we bought it. And I'll still end up making, I'll make about $7.50, $8 profit on that one, depending on where it's going, which is fine. But I wouldn't like to spend $10 to make $7.50. But in this case, I'm happy because it went to a viewer. I always find that kind of funny, too, because I'll buy a t-shirt for $1 and sell it for $11, make the same amount of money as that, but that's not good and that's good. And the reason, by the way, is because you're putting $10 into it as opposed to putting $1 into it. But in reality, if it's got a good sell-through rate, it doesn't really matter because you're going to get your money back quick. This one went to Jennifer. Kevin, thank you very much. We watch all your content on YouTube. You're very informative and help people learn how to sell. I just started my eBay store, Treasure Cat 716. You got a lot of feedback, so you've been selling for a while. You have been very helpful in getting us started. P.S. No pineapples included. P.P.S. Another viewer fake sale from Buffalo. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. I hope you enjoy. Ronald. Sold another one of these Nike tees. I think that's, oh, I don't know, probably our 30th maybe we've sold, which means we're well back into the profit. These are selling for $20 plus shipping. And this has been one of our best buys of the year so far. Finally sold out, speaking of multi-quantity, finally sold out of another one of the Harley belts. These are the 26-inch belts. And as a lot of times happens when you put up multi-quantity things, people will heart it, save it. And when it gets low, eBay starts sending them messages. And so not only did this one sell for $24.95 plus shipping, but this one sold to somebody else for $24.95 plus shipping. And yes, for you OGers out there, you know this. You know, sometimes you buy stuff and you don't even end up listing it because it doesn't work. Or maybe you shouldn't have picked it up to begin with. I was picking up a bunch of cameras the other day. I bought five cameras because they were $1 a piece. And I brought them home, and 2 of them I just got rid of. One was broken and one had a terrible sell-through rate and needed clean. But you know what? The other ones are winners. This is, I don't think I got this one from this sale, actually. This one sold for $22.95 plus shipping. It's a Nikon. So not huge money, but definitely worth it. And two of these sales, including the one I'm going to pick up right here, they really did go out at 30% off because they've been in the store for so long. Sometimes you just got to cut bait. And sometimes cutting bait still means a big profit. And it did here for sure. This was $1 buy. It's an Oakley flak jacket, but it wasn't in great condition. But it did still sell. So for $66, I mean, you can see the condition, the paint coming off of there. But it's got the case, and you know what? Somebody decided it was worth it. Just get different lenses to it, I guess. Not a bad little buy. The ones I hate the most are the ones that sit around forever and they're big. And I was going to grab it there, but I think it's easier over here. This one wasn't something I bought. I don't know. I think Reagan came across it somehow. Maybe a gift or something. Stony Clover, I think is what it's called. But it's one of those see-through bags, which sometimes you need these days to get into events and stuff. And it's been here forever, but it finally sold $30 plus shipping. I have really enjoyed this cassette lot that I came across this last, man, it was maybe last fall. There was a ton that were worthy of selling on eBay. This is one of them. Toadie's Rubberneck. And that one went for $14.25 plus shipping. And these don't have to go out today, but I've got a bunch of sales going out tomorrow, so I figured what the heck, let's throw in an extra pair today. These are Buffalo David, I don't know how to pronounce that, Bitten jeans, $18 plus shipping. You know what, let's grab two more that don't have to go out today and get ahead, because we got as many sales going out tomorrow as we do today already. We still got 24 hours. Monte Carlo, Team Monte Carlo Taz shirt, $19.99. That's the back. The front's the same thing, smaller hit, $30 plus shipping. And Bayou Bunny, Bayou something, Bayou Toys Bunny. That is a vintage bunny, and it's wind up and it's got the music. I remember picking this up thinking, there's no way this thing's on eBay, and it wasn't. But there it works. And that one sold finally. It's been a while, probably around a year for this guy right here. It sold for $39 plus shipping. And the next one is going out to Shaylin. She's from, if I remember, Chandler, Arizona, which is where my grandmother lived and grandfather for a long time. My brother has a house there. And she uses these in her productions, little performing arts. I think it's down here. And this doesn't have to go out either, but we're going to get it out of here today because Reagan doesn't like creepy dolls, and this one is certainly creepy looking. Holy moly. Whew. That one, what do they call these things? This is Kadora Baby Doll Realistic Newborn, 20 inches, $24.95 plus shipping. So we had a bunch of sales here. Another fake sale for you, another prop for us. Very cool. This little bugger is super creepy, but exactly what we need for the upcoming show. So that's very cool. We should, it's at the community college there, right? Y'all, if you live around there, go check out one of their shows. Thanks for always offering an eclectic mix of goodies for us to choose from. Have a super day and give Sophie and Wallen a treat for me. So I'm filming this earlier in the day, so Sophie didn't get up and about early. And Wallen doesn't know I'm down here. If he did, he'd be down here trying to get a treat. So anyway, we appreciate you very much. And listen, sorry for the sarcasm at the beginning, but I just wanted to show that there's two sides of this story. You know, you can get excited about something you love. I know a lot of you out there are excited about what you do, and you tell people about it because it excites you. It's just human nature. But at the same time, it can be overhyped at times and not showing. I used to show the shipping, right? Now the hard part. You got to get in here and ship all this stuff, which means I got to go get my wife because I don't love shipping either. But it'll, you know, it's not going to take us very long. We'd knock it out together. I take 3 or 4 of the harder things, and she does the easy stuff really super quick. And it's a pretty good little teamwork. So I appreciate her, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you for joining us, and I can't wait to see you next time.